All right, man. So we got to get into this past Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably been one of the biggest ones in a long time. Even Shane, when the comedian Shane, I forgot his last name, the one who did the little Chinese joke that got kicked off SNL, and he did his. This was bigger than his return. So Sydney Sweeney is taking America's heart by storm.
What has happened on SNL? Because I haven't really seen much about this. All I've seen is apparently she's a MAGA girl.
So that was where I was going to lead into, but basically she had an okay performance. She did the little Hooters girl routine. She had her boobs out at the end when she was doing the, she didn't have them exposed, but she had the cleavage out. She was showing the girls. Yeah. She was giving busy. She was giving the boys what they wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, it was like, again, the right was really coming to her. I would say, I'm not gonna say her side, but they were basically prompting her up because they were saying wokeness is dead. That was the tweet that I kept seeing going around with her and her chest out. And I'm just so confused because are y'all conservatives or not? Because if y'all are conservatives, she's acting like wouldn't this be a trad thought behavior?
I don't know at this point. I don't know what y'all want.
It's confusing.
What's a trad thought? I don't think she's acting like what would that?
We talked about that. Remember
with
Pearly Things, and she said the girl who was acting like she was a traditional woman, but really was trying to be enticing to men.
She's always just seemed like she wants to be enticing to men. Not she doesn't give me I want to be a traditional girl.
Yeah,
but I don't know her.
Those can kind of be one and the same, but I can just see with her not being cut. Literally, it was folks who all on the right who do the whole AI nude thing where they take nude photos and put clothes on them. It was these guys praising her for having her breast out. It was so confusing. The conservatives make no sense in this conversation at all. And I was going.
Maybe because the boobs are on a blonde-hair, blue-eyed girl.
But it was with the girl we was talking about. She was blonde hair and blue-eyed too, and she had a T-shirt on. Yeah, and niggas was mad. Well, crackers was mad. I don't understand this. I'm trying to understand y'all logic, and every time y'all just say whatever y'all want to say, and it don't know consistency. How are y'all? I can see why y'all are this stupid. Y'all want to vote for Trump. So, I can obviously see anybody who actively wants to vote for the man is an idiot. But you guys don't make any sense at all. And it's it's bleeding into so much. And, I still want to get into a little more about Sydney Sweeney because I think her rise is going to be really interesting. But I want to touch that point, what you said about her being a MAGA girly. It wasn't necessarily anything she said, but during her time when she was on Euphoria, her mom had a post that came out that was in support. And I remember that was a whole lot of stuff was going on with that, where it was people were like, oh, what's going on? Or is she going to get canceled and all that, all that other bull. But she never, from my thing, she only said, my mom is my mom and that's it. She never really took a side on anything when it came to that. So I think that's a reason why. And then also, I saw this one person talking about, how she's the antithesis of Taylor Swift.
Because she's hot?
The only thing I could think of was the boob difference.
Yeah, what would the difference?
An A to a double D is the only difference I seen in them.
Yeah.
Because, I don't see anything about Sydney Sweeney that gives this idea where she's the sweetheart. I guess if you're trying to do that Marilyn Monroe type thing, but even Marilyn Monroe she was with the Democrats. Kennedy was a Democrat. So.
She does give me that vibe, that Marilyn vibe.
She would blow the president?
Yeah.
I can see it. Too bad we ain't got a young guy for it. I don't think she want to blow Trump.
No, nobody wants to blow Trump.
She might. What if she gives Trump a little smooch in a little photo op?
A little.
A grandpa kiss?
A cheek kiss?
Yeah, wouldn't that be sick?
Yeah, it would be.
You think she's gonna be okay? So
because it would be sick because I know, he's hard in that picture.
You think he can still get it without pills?
Probably not.
He definitely has to get a pill to jump it up.
He's thinking disgusting thoughts, and I don't want that photo op.
He's going to be doing nasty thoughts regardless, but...
That's a nasty man.
What I wanted to ask, too, just to kind of touch into that, do you think that she's on track to be the next Pamela Anderson? Because they are doing a new Baywatch, and I would not be surprised if she's the lead of it.
She gives me that, very bodacious blonde.
Yeah. I can see
There's
it.
nobody else that would give me that.
I think if she can get that role,
What's her name? Barbie.
but she's not top heavy like that.
No, she's not. She doesn't
very
get me
model.
bodacious. Yeah,
She's very model,
She's more
sleek.
fashion girl.
Yeah, I mean she's had her roles. Don't get me wrong. Harley Quinn was dope. So I mean I'm not gonna say that she can't act her ass off.
She definitely is more model-esque.
Yeah, she's more of a traditional physique in that regard.
Mm-hmm. Sydney's a little bit thicker.
Yeah. Sydney is the, no offense, the blonde bimbo look.
Yeah.
Like traditionally through and through.
Yeah. And she has that naturally, which is crazy.
All right. So I saw a lot of people calling her mid. They were saying that she wasn't an attractive girl. I don't think that. I think she's actually on the higher when it comes to white women that's famous. She's on the higher end of attractive girls on that scale.
Let me look at her face, but I didn't agree with you. She's not mid.
I don't think she's mid, but I think she's very. I would say she's a pretty girl. I wouldn't put her in anything other than that. I wouldn't say she's stunning. She's not Angelina Jolie in her prime.
No, because Angelina was very striking. Like her face was just like unlike any other.
So no, I would definitely say that. But did you see the white women who were coming out saying, like, asking people how old they look? And people were saying like 30 and 40 when they was like 22.
She has just a very like sorority girl pretty face.
Yeah.
Sydney.
But no, did you see that tweet?
I did see that. So there were two girls that I saw.
Yeah, I saw two.
Yeah, there was the one girl with the glasses, and then everyone was like, "You look about 45, girl." And then there was the other blonde girl with all the filler
and she
and
had
Botox.
Like, the eyebrows were like latex and all that. Like,
yeah,
I think this kind of goes back to that point you were saying about how the girls have kind of, there's not a young girl look, a mid girl look, and an older. It's like everybody's trying to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what's happening to these younger. Even with, she might be having some treatment on her face too as well.
She has filler and Botox.
That can definitely ruin it. But I also think it's this whole aesthetic that everybody's kind of following when it comes to that. I think that's one thing why she kind of sticks out, because she doesn't really follow that aesthetic.
Sydney?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. She hasn't had any of the like buccal fat removal, making her face like super skinny and stuff like that. Like she still has like a plumpness, a youthful plumpness to her face.
It has a very, not, I wouldn't say lived look. Like, it's not like she's been out and about live, but she has a common face that you would see like, oh, that's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
If I was at the bar.
Yeah.
Like, that's what she has. Like, it's approachable.
You don't run into her a lot, but more than usual.
And she doesn't feel like she's unapproachable.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of these white guys feel
it's
so
just
comfortable
the
with her.
titties that make her.
And the smile and, all that. So, but we got to
So
talk.
You like her smile?